decades. And finally, big thank you to all of you for having been with us tonight. It's truly a pleasure having with you. I hope you enjoy the evening.
You know, what a year it's been for us. There have been some very emotional victories, there have been some very emotional goodbyes. We've closed chapters on certain eras, and we've also reveled in the younger generation just taking charge, ready to lead the world. And it's a year that has been studded truly with moments that have
players who we talk about on television, who we have admired but not been able to meet. For example, Kane Williamson today. I mean, I've talked so much about him, but today is the first time I actually met and shook hands with him. So it really has been a wonderful occasion, something really fantastic. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Harsh, for keeping it going, and congratulations to all the winners for having performed the way you have. And I hope that with this bar set, you will perform even better the following year and give us all cricket fans, all of us cricket fans, plenty to cheer and plenty to enjoy, and then plenty to celebrate at the next SEAC Awards. Thank you all.
As always, thank you, Sunny Ji. And for the reasons we're all here, let's get straight into the awards. You're no champions unless you have a strong foundation, unless you have a strong grassroots system. That's something Indian cricket has always prided itself upon. So our first award of the evening, first player of the tournament in Ranji Trophy. 69 wicket के पहले आपकी हाथ में भी चोट लगी थी, कुछ इंजरी थी, है ना? आप फाइनल खेल रहे थे, खुद तो आपका पर्सनल माइलस्टोन आने वाला था, विराट को आप टाइटल भी जिताने थे. तो just tell me about that, वो इमोशनल मोमेंट जो पल जो चल रहे थे.
See, honestly मेरा तो यही फोकस था कि हमको फाइनल जीतना है, क्योंकि एक साल पहले हम लोग मुंबई से फाइनल हारे थे. तो इस बार तो यही था कि कब तो नहीं जाने देना है, कब तो लेके जाएंगे.
बाइकर्स के सामने बोला है ना आपने, दैट्स द वे टू डू इट. पर क्या साल आपके लिए चला है? आपने आईपीएल में भी डेब्यू किया था, इंडिया का कॉल अप भी आया. तो इस समय जब पूरी दुनिया, पूरी जो भारत है आपको देख रहे हैं, हाउ डू यू एंजॉय दैट अटेंशन?
See, honestly कोई भी क्रिकेट जब क्रिकेट स्टार्ट करता है तो
who have contributed immensely to this sport. You know, once upon a time in Indian cricket, it was the spinners who ruled the roost, and we boasted of an imperious spin coach.
And so there was a horse which Brian Close, the former England captain, had told Dilip and Chandra about. And the first couple of times, when they bet on the horse, given them some money, some returns. And so when John Edrich came into bat, and the horse's name was Mill Reef. And when John Edrich came into bat, Dilip Sardesai from mid-on said to Chandra, give him the Mill Reef, which is the quicker one, because Chandra had a real good quicker one. The leg spin and doogly, but the quicker one was quicker than India's opening bowlers then. India's opening.
That after this you will follow him, and he will have a scintillating performance for us today. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Shara.
Paul. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, and congratulations to all the award winners. These are cricketers that I've played with for a lot of years, so it feels great to see the kind of success that these guys are enjoying. And I keep talking about the fact that we must follow the correct process, follow the basics, take care of the controllables. And these guys have done exactly that, and we can see the kind of rewards they're getting. At the very same time, the hard work that these guys are putting is something that is truly an inspiration for the budding cricketers of the future generation. Amazing wins. What an amazing human being in his team, ladies and gentlemen. And now, moving on, from a former Indian captain who's achieved it all, to a former Aussie captain who's achieved it all. Please welcome one of the greatest legends that has ever played our game, Ricky Ponting, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky. Well, Danny, thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm very, very happy to be a part of this event. And congratulations to all the award winners, by the way. You guys are absolutely amazing. Look, I reckon when we start to play cricket on the field, we're fierce, we're aggressive, we want to win. But at the same time, when we get on the field, I think we're the greatest of friends. And this is living proof of that. You know, this event, you can see people relishing each other's success, backing each other up, and I think that's the most important thing in the world. And look, I tell you what, we could be divided by nations, we could be divided by teams, but we are united by this wonderful sport called cricket. Ricky Ponting has amazing words.
I'll tell you what. Danny, you spoke about the fact that the party has just started. It's gonna be a grand party, a grand celebration of cricket. And what I love most about these awards is the fact that along with the felicitation of the legends, you have the youngsters being felicitated on the same stage. And that will motivate them to achieve even greater heights of success. Just like to tell them one thing. Keep fighting the odds. Keep fighting the difficulties. Always remember, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog.
Rowie's words piercing through our hearts like a trace bullet. Brilliant stuff. And now, let's move on to another versatile man. The master of all trades, the man they call Sherry. Navjot Singh Singh.
स्कूल चमेली की एक कली, मूरत की सारी रात, चतुर की एक घड़ी। ये एक घड़ी, ये एक रात बहुतों की जिंदगी तब्दील कर सकती है गुरु। And I love the modern player. You know, the modern player is fearless, boss. They are fearless. आंधी हो या तूफान, बाहर खड़े सीना तान गुरु खड़ा है। And you've got to be fearless in life, because if you're not fearless, you'll never get a six if you don't throw the dice. Two, I'll tell you what, they've got all the talent in the world. Jade mazboot hai guru. And you can't have the fruit without the root. Three, they're very humble, boss. आसमान को छूना है तो पैर जमीन पर होने चाहिए गुरु. They're very...
Apologies. Sorry to cut you off there, Sherry. Allow me to introduce myself for those of you who may not be aware. My name is Sir Geoffrey Boyko. I'm a former English opening batsman who scored about 8,114 runs at an average of 47.72. Nothing more, just one of the greatest ever. I'm going to needle Sherry a little bit out here. Don't worry, he's my good friend, he'll take it sportingly.
He thinks that the rest of us are fools. He's like the cock that crows, thinking that the sun has come up only to hear him crow. So keep on crowing, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. Kamal ho gaya, Guru, don't be like this. You know, work hard in silence and let your success make all the noise. Guru, परिंदों को मिलेगी मंजिल जरूर, ये फैले हुए उनके पर बोलते हैं. अक्सर वो लोग खामोश रहते हैं, जमाने में जिनके हुनर बोलते हैं. खड़ा गुरु ठोकरारी. अब सबके लिए गुरु, लोहा तपता है, पिघलता है, सुलगता है, तब जाके दोधारी शमशीर बनता है. सोना खा के सुनियार की मार पिछों हार बनकर किसी हीर के गले की तकदीर बनता है. लाख आंधिया झक्कड़ तूफान झेल के कोई योद्धा इन जैसा बनता है. खड़ा खड़काओ. ठोक दो गुरु, फ्री है, ताली फ्री है.
You're so good, yeah.
Oh, what is it? This one, Miles, great shot. Oh, it's a biggie. Straight down the ground. The little man has hit the big fella for six. Well, he's half his size and he smashed him straight down the ground. What a player! What a wonderful player! Well, I tell you what, they're dancing in the aisles of Sharjah and they're seeing something absolutely special.
Okay, I don't think I'm satiated, so maybe we can think of another commentator that maybe you can try and mimic. Okay, so there we go, we've got another.
Whoa!
So, as you all know, the great Michael Holding, just like all of us, has this great love affair with Test cricket. So, I'll just have Michael Holding's thoughts about Test match cricket.
Tell you what, a lot of people ask me, Mikey, why don't you watch white ball cricket? You don't like white ball cricket. I tell them, I love white ball cricket, but Test cricket has got to be the pinnacle of the sport. Tell you what, it's called Test cricket for a reason. It tests your patience, it tests your talent, and it tests your dedication, that's for sure.
So listen, Sharang, I was
Tony finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup after 28 years. The party starts in the dressing room. And it's an Indian captain who's been absolutely magnificent in the night of the finals.
And Sharang finishes off in style. Sharang Shindawar, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being a great.
We will now move on to the one-day category, one-day cricket, and with that, our CET Men's ODI Bowler of the Year. Let's have a look at the nominees.
ऑटोग्राफ सर देखा देखा अरे जाना सर्वानंद वो भी एंड अरे इनकी